Is this what a silk press is supposed to look like? Like, it's barely 4 days since I got this, and look at what it's looking like. Okay, this is what it looked like on day one when I got the silk press done. I actually did record a video on this, but then it got deleted and I couldn't post it. So I mean, here we are, all looking like I just got a regular blow dry. Well, anyway, guys, here we are. So welcome back to my channel. Let's see what we are going to do to this hair. I'm going to show you guys 5 cornrow, quick easy cornrow ideas that we're going to use to remedy the situation, because I clearly need help with this hair. So let's get right into it. So what are the things we are going to need for this project? The first thing is going to be the small comb. It has a rat tail end. This one is a little bigger, and then I have a smaller one here, equally has the rat tail end too, and then a smaller teeth. Okay, the next item we're going to be needing is my afro comb, and then besides that, I have here my hair serum for a little bit of sleek and shine, coconut oil, gel, and also shea butter, my edge control, and also my extensions. I may or may not be using it depending on how I feel like. Here are some rubber bands and some hair rings, as you're going to see how I'll apply them in the video. So first, let's get into it. I'm going to first start by applying a mixture of the hair serum, the shea butter, the coconut oil together, and rub it in from tip to root. As I'm doing here, I'm actually not using a moisturizer because it's going to shrink the hair, because my moisturizer is water based, so that's why I'm not using it. So brush out the hair, and when I'm done, I'm going to start sectioning the hair into 2 separate parts, as you can see here. And when I finish sectioning the hair, I'll come back and show you guys. Sections finished, and I'm holding one with an elastic band, and then I'll start my cornrow on one of the sections. So what I'm doing here is trying to place my cornrow in the center of this section. So you would see exactly what I'm talking about really soon. Okay, like I was saying, you can see how this first cornrow looks like. It's basically centered in the middle of that very section. I'm going to repeat the same thing on this side, and once I'm done, I'll attach the extensions at the tip, just like I did in the last one. This is now done. Brushed my edges, and this is where you would apply your gel and your edge control if you want. This is how we're looking from the back. Oh, sorry, that's not really focusing very well. And now I'm going to apply some of these rings to one of the braids, like so. You open it up and then you press it in and secure it properly on the braid. And I'm going to do the same thing on the cornrow also. And we're done. Okay, next one. Here I've taken out the previous cornrow, I'm brushing it, and what I'm going to do here, I'm going to just apply edge control at the beginning so that it helps to hold the cornrow very well. So this time around, as opposed to centering the cornrows in the middle of the section like we did before, what I'm going to do now is place the cornrow in the middle, almost in the middle of the head, close to the part in the center. So I will do the same thing that on this side and repeat it on the other side. Okay, so as you can see here, you can see how the first one is almost like in the middle of the cornrow, and what you're doing is like pulling the hair from the end, from the sides of your head into the middle, and then you cornrow it to the back. Attach my extensions to the tip as well. Apply my edge control and my gel if I want to. This is how we are looking. And this normally would take you like about 30 minutes to 1 hour to do, depending on how fast you are. Okay, so for this third one, what I'm going to do is starting from just beside from the side of my face all the way to the back, and then I would section off one part and then apply edge control to the beginning of this one, and then I'll start braiding. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is, instead of braiding it, you can do it either ways, but how I prefer to do this one is to pull the hair and braid it towards my face. I don't know if that makes any sense, but you would see how it's going to look like once I'm done. So you pull the hair from the center towards the edges of the sides of your head, and then braid the hair all the way to the back. And once I'm done, you would see how that's going to look like. So this time around, I've decided not to use extensions because that's wasting my time. So I'll be using this elastic band, and I'll just use that to secure off the tips so the hair doesn't start loosening before I'm ready to take it off. Because on average, these hairstyles usually would take me like about a week or two, depending on how well I sleep with it. And I can apply my edge control if I want to, but I'm not doing that here right now. You can see how it looks. Everything is like pushed to the sides of my head. That's what the back looks like. Sorry, it's not focusing properly, so you can't really like see it very well, but it's actually one of my favorite hairstyles. Actually, I do it like almost all the time. So for this next one, what I normally would do is, I've actually never tried this. This is my first time trying this. So I'll section it from the side of my ear to the end, to the back of the head, just like so. You can choose whichever side is convenient for you, and then I would start braiding the hair. So as opposed, like the last one we pulled the hair to the front, to the edges of the head. This time around we are pulling the hair to the center of the part, to the center of the not the center exactly, but like to the middle of the parts. So do that and pull it and braid it all the way to the back. And this time around I'm also not using extensions, so I'll just be using this rubber band that I have here just to secure the tips like I did in the last time, so it doesn't start loosening before I'm ready to take it off. And once you are done, it's now just to go ahead and brush off the edges so everything looks nice. You can now lay your edges at this point if you want, and voila, that's how we're looking. Actually, they turned out nicely. For the fifth and the final hairstyle, this is actually not a quick one, but still, I don't know why I chose to do it. Okay, so I'll section off the hair from one side of the ear to the other side, just like I have done here. So from one end to the other end, and then I'll go ahead and section it into two. From the middle, and then start making small tiny braids from the front till to the ear, to the other end of the ear, and I'll do that on both sides. And at the end of each single cornrow I do, I will apply the elastic band and secure it properly, so because I'm not finishing the tips off so it doesn't loosen, and I'll apply the rings to all the ends once I'm done, like I have done here. So you can see I'm applying the rings to all the unfinished tips so it doesn't start loosening on me and for the aesthetic look, you know. Okay, so once I'm done, I would brush the rest of the hair out. And it's also at this point, if you choose, you would decide to like do two cornrows at the back. But for now, I want to leave the hair like this because I have somewhere I'm plan to go to. Then I'll brush my edges, just how I'm doing here. I'm not good at laying my edges, so just manage this, please. Thank you very much. So I decided to go ahead and just do the cornrows. So this is what the cornrows look like. Just two single cornrows at the back. This is what it looks like. But because like I said earlier, I'll be going for a party, I decided to loosen the cornrows and take it like this. I hope you enjoyed this quick demonstration, and if you did like what you saw, please do give it a thumbs up, subscribe and turn on the notification. See you next week and happy holidays to all of you. Thank you. Bye.